Kevin Lazor joins us in our Indiana County Department of Human Services spot, subbing in today for Lisa Spencer, and brought to us by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Kevin, good morning.
Good morning, Todd. I can't promise you I'll be as silly and as jovial as Lisa Spencer, but I can inform your listeners of what the event that's coming up.
Yeah, and it is a very special event for Indiana County, and for you, of course, have such a strong local connection with Indiana County veterans, and this is tailor-made for them.
Absolutely, it is, and as we've talked about before, the history of the Christmas tree and what it means to be serving, and that one symbol of home. It seems like yesterday, Todd, we were talking about summertime activities, and all of a sudden now Thanksgiving's around the corner, and we're talking about trees for troops. So our team met in October, and we're moving forward. We've secured. Let's talk about the menu, because that's the important stuff too.
Yeah.
We've secured pulled pork. Ray from PA Barbecue and his pig rig. He has been a contributor. Thus far, Eaton Park has donated their Christmas trees, and we have some other donations. The Indiana Elks, we've had to make some changes because of COVID. Like, we're not going to have face painting, but we'll have face stickers for the kids. Mm-hmm. And then for the condiments for your hot dogs and things, we've had to get packets. The Indiana Elks stepped up, and they're helping me. Sam's Club couldn't find the information or the amounts I needed, so the Indiana Elks stepped up, and they're going to help us out. So, Cunningham Meats for several years has done it as well. So we're preparing, but the actual event itself is going to be on December 5th, and it's going to run from 9 to 5 at the Matrisic Family Christmas Tree Farm, and it's located at 1803 Fleming Road. And what we'll do is they'll have rides and some things that they had in the past, music, entertainment. Santa Claus will probably make a visit there for a little while. And then for our part, we run the concession stand. And what happens is any of the people can buy a tree, and I'm not 100% sure yet on the price because they're still working with the larger Trees for Troop organization to work those details out this year. Mm-hmm. But folks can buy it while they're there picking up their tree for their holiday. They can buy a tree for a troop. The troop gets loaded on a FedEx truck, and the FedEx sends it to bases both home and abroad for troops that may not have that under normal circumstances. And then in addition to that, our group puts together the concession stand, and we normally have pulled pork, we have hot dogs, we have hot chocolate, coffee, pop, drinks, tree cookies available for purchase, and then all the money that's made from the concession stand goes back to buying more trees. And I was looking, as some folks have said, I'm probably going to step down as the chairperson for the concession stand, but I'll still be involved. So I did some historical data, looking at, and our best year was in 2017, where we sold 357 trees that sent to different bases. And the list of bases that places went to was Camp Lejeune, Fort Benning, Georgia, Fort Drum, New York, Fort Bragg, North Carolina, Fort Sill in Oklahoma, and Fort Hood in Texas. I also know that some went overseas to our troops that were serving overseas. And then as we do also every once in a while, some local families have a need, and we've helped them as well. So it's a good event to support our troops in a time when, that they may be missing home because it's the holidays or the military has changed a little bit since my days back in Desert Storm era, where they have a little bit more connection than maybe we did, but still, it's a opportunity to thank a troop for their service and give them a symbol of home and hope when they're serving.
It is probably not as widely known as it should be that when people serve in the military and they are based at a particular base somewhere in the United States or outside the United States, that it's not just them that goes. Very, very often, and probably most often, it's their family that goes as well, and they establish residence there. And particularly in this day and age, many of them are very young families, and for them, it might be their first time away from home.
Sure, and when it goes to the base, and let's say the male or female that is serving is stationed somewhere, like if Afghanistan or the desert or something like that, the tree goes to the base, and then the families can get together. So it also gives the opportunity for families to not only support each other, but keep the thought alive of their loved one that's serving overseas and might not be there for that holiday. So it's an opportunity for the troops, the families, to get together and support each other as well as their serving troop.
Yeah, it's a very meaningful thing for them, and something that we should all consider is that there's a chance for you to impact the life of somebody you might not even know. Well, you probably won't even know, but to give them a little taste of home when they are very far away from it. So Kevin, give the date.
Okay, it will be December 5th, Saturday, December 5th, from 9 to 5 p.m. It's at the Matrisic Family Tree Farm at 1803 Flemings Road. And I believe that if you can't make the date on December 5th, because I know there's lots of activities that date, I think the Indiana Church of the Brethren is actually having an event, and they'll have flyers for Trees for Troops. So you can go there, do what they're doing, and then hop on over to Trees for Troops. But I believe you can purchase trees ahead of time, and they'll give you a tag. Everybody that purchases a Tree for Troops can write their name, send a little message to the troop that's serving or the family of the troops, just a message, thank you for your service, things like that as well. But the day of, again, December 5th, 9 to 5 p.m., stop out. I'll be there pretty much all day, and we'll have volunteers that come in to help. We'll be all masked up. We'll be wearing gloves. Like I said, condiments will be available in packets, not the normal, the things of ketchup and things like that. We've made some changes. So, of course, we're COVID-19 prepared with, hand sanitizers and the things needed to protect people. So a couple little changes to the event, but please, if you have the opportunity to purchase a tree, go ahead out to Matrisic Family Christmas Tree Farm and purchase one, or come out and see us the day of and for some holiday fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, would I be correct to assume that Church of the Brethren event you referenced is in relation to the Veterans Parsonage or to something else?
Something I know when I was talking to Ray, he said, and Kurt Anderson, that there was something going on. I'm sorry I don't have the details for that, but if I find that a flyer for that event, I'll talk to Kurt, maybe get that to you so you have that information as well. But it's always a team effort when we're serving our veterans. People always step up, the Veterans Providers Group, the team of people, Representative Struzzi's office, Representative Pittman's office, the Indiana County Chamber of Commerce, Diane Overman for the Veterans Providers Group, Lisa from the Department of Human Services, myself as a veteran, and representing the Career Link on this motley crew of people that care about vets.
and our buddy Al Lockhart as well at Veterans Affairs.
Correct.
Yeah, they had their big event over the weekend, of course, the marathon.
They had their marathon, yeah. I was out of town, and just for a quick FYI, I did adopt a puppy over the weekend. His name is Darby, which means free man. I changed his name from his shelter name, which was Duncan. So side event, but, there's lots of things. And I do have to give a shout-out, Todd, and I'm sorry for taking the time for this, but there was a gentleman that saw my truck, saw who I was adopting. He paid my adoption fee. So I was a thankful victim of a Play It Forward. So people help vets, whether it be for Trees for Troops or through the marathon or through the parsonage or through just a kind gesture for someone that was saving a dog and was a vet, helped out. So thank you to that individual. I don't know who he was, but thank you to everybody that supports our vets, not only at Christmas time, but throughout the year as well. And with Veterans Day coming up, we're looking at what there'll probably services and things that go on, but it will not be the parade. And I know the Indiana Elks cannot do their breakfast, but I am sure there'll be some kind of ceremony of some kind marking the day.
Yeah, absolutely, there will be. But all of those people that you mentioned really do point out the fact that Indiana County, and this is the Indiana County Department of Human Services time slot that we're using for this, Indiana County really does go the extra mile for its veterans. And I don't know what it's like in other counties, but I just know that here there are just tons of people that are really, really concerned for whatever they can do for our vets. And that's a pretty special place.
They are. And we don't, the primary goal of the Veteran Service Providers is to help vets within Indiana County. But sometimes because we work with the Altoona VA and some of the other VAs, we bring someone into, a vet that's in need into the county that might be from another county, but sometimes they stay. And that's the whole goal of things like the Veterans Parsonage. You take a veteran that is in a difficult situation, help them to get the services and the wraparound services they need, and then hopefully they give back to the community at some point. And that's the best case scenario that it happens that way. And Indiana's kind of special. I do travel for work and other volunteer activities outside the county, and not every county has that type of thing. The big example I have is the gentleman that was in the news that had all his things in a truck, and a couple phone calls and a couple rearrangements. They helped the gentleman to do what he needed to do to move forward. So, I mean, it happens that quick most of the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of good people who are really looking for opportunities to serve veterans. And you mentioned the very many different offices that are, that's their mission here in Indiana County. Of course, IUP is very, very concerned about that as well. Well, Kevin, it's been good having you with us here this morning. I know that we'll be catching up with PA Career Link, which is another hat that you wear, your main hat these days, and we'll be doing that on Friday morning.
Absolutely. I believe that you won't be talking to me because I have a meeting scheduled, but it will probably be Larry Venturini, and we'll give you all the updated information on services and new positions that are posted on our website. So, Todd, thank you. Thank you to Lisa and Diane for, hopefully I've done them proud by stepping in, and we didn't talk about human services things, but thank you for the opportunity. And also congratulations on your 75th anniversary as well for Renda Broadcasting.
Okay, for WDAD.
I'm sorry, WDAD, my fault.
I'm not quite 75, but I appreciate it. Okay.
I won't tell them because you just told me your real age, and I won't put that out there. Be healthy, Todd. Again, thank you for everything that you do too, as well, to support. And hey, Anthony Frazier will probably be involved in the music part of Trees for Troops, and he's always been a very big supporter. So shout out to him, and thank you for him as well.
Absolutely has. Kevin, have a great day.
Hey, you do the same. Take care, Todd. Thanks for the time.
Bye now.
Bye bye.
Kevin Lazor.
Bye bye.
Kevin Lazor.